What's what's up? Welcome back to What If Deku Was the Only Male in MHA plus Quirk. Now men still exist in this world. I'm gonna change up a few details. Only 1% of men still exist, and they are in hiding. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Let's just say, yeah, there's only like one other man than Deku that's alive, and he's like an old man. Just an old man and Deku that are still alive. So Deku is still technically the only male alive. So every other boy is dead because of some mysterious disease. So we skip to Deku, in the last day of middle school. You know, middle school, you know, Katsumi Kira saying that you gotta be lucky even if you get in a D-lister heroes agency. And the teacher be like, well, you guys can still get into UA. And then they say, oh, Bakugo and Izuku, the whole class started busting out laughing. Laughing at Deku. And then Deku, he started roasting everybody. He says, your head is a literal piece of wood with an extra long nose. What can you do to become a hero? And your eyes just stretch. What are you gonna do? Pop out your eyes and scare them? And then he looks at the fat guy with wings. He's like, what the hell you gonna do to me? You fat. You just got wings. You not hawks. You can't control your wings telepathically. You have no attack stuff. You'll be good in the support course. That's it. Or the general studies. Even if they pass. Because in UA, you got to get a minimum of 20 points to get in. So, the powers I gave you in the last episode, he ain't gonna have those. I'm gonna change that up. Alright, he gonna have Limitless, Limiter, Shadow Monarch powers. He already got all the shadows. So they already in there. You only gonna have 5 quirks. You gonna have Limitless, the Limiter quirk, so you can limit Limitless. We gonna change Limiter to be able to limit up to half of his power. It can go up to infinite number, but it takes a strain on his body. Like a little strain. So he'll usually be tired a lot. That's why he likes to sleep. So yeah, Limitless, Limiter, the third one, Shadow Monarch. Now the fourth one, total elemental control. Control the powers of all elements. And the fifth one, he's literally the god of the universe. You can have any quirk you want. I call it unlimited or unlimited god of the universe. Pick one of those names. So we skip to the sludge village. So end of the school, Deku's putting up his stuff. He gets his number 13 book, and Baku Bakugo takes it and burns it. Now Deku looks at this in angry disbelief and just socks her right in the face, knocking her out. He picks up his book, restores it, and put it back in his bag. Now Bakugo's goons are shocked. They're like, does he have work? Because he just restored the book. And he knocked out Kira. Ooh, when I tell you her face is bruised on the left side, he gave her a mighty right hook. A mighty right hook. Not, it's like a punch that's 50% the power of Mike Tyson's punch. So her jaw is fractured a little bit, but since she's has such a powerful quirk, and her body has to handle it, or the strain on her body would be huge, she would heal faster than most people. So her jaw is fixed, and she's trained hella hard, like harder than Bakugo in the original MHA. So Deku gets his book, puts his book back. He looks at the goons. He said, "What you gonna do now? Now I can beat her. You gonna leave her and be little punks, or you gonna stay by her like true friends?" And they just looked at him as he walked out. Now you go to the now Bakugo gets up after 30 minutes. So, the incident still happens. So Deku's walking on the also he's using Eraser's quirk on the sludge villain. So Deku is attacked by the sludge villain. The sludge villain tries wrapping around him. He just erases her quirk. And he's like, "Would you like your quirk to be gone forever?" And she says yes. So he erases her quirk for forever because he can do that. He has no drawbacks at all on any of his quirks. He already knows how to use every last single one of them to his highest abilities. One punch from his hand, no matter of fact, even if he were a slightly flinch, he could destroy half of the world and a little bit of the galaxy. Like he could destroy 1% of the galaxy just by flinching. So all you gotta do, so imagine if he actually threw a punch, he would probably destroy the whole universe. So that's why he has a limiter quirk, so he doesn't overuse his ability. See, his limiter quirk needs an item. He has his bracelet and ring he usually wears. He usually wears the bracelet because it tightens around his arm. It can't easily fall off as the ring. So he wears the bracelet so he can only use up to 50% of his power. So Deku, he goes in a MHA and they say, "Why are you here?" He says, "You'll find out." So Deku wrote his quirks in now. They ain't check his information. They was like, he wrote the quirks on there, and they was like, he couldn't have a quirk. They don't make a big deal out of it yet till they. So Deku takes the written test. It's like, why so, and Ida, Ida scene like they doing the test. Deku finishes it in 1 minute because he can. He's smart. Actually, he's overly smart in this one. Like, he has knowledge of everything and everyone. He knows anything about you. All you gotta do is ask him. So, Ida's like, "Why are you here?" Because I got work. Because I got powers. I want to help the world. He's like, "You should shut up and let President Mike answer the question." And she just sits down like, "You're right. I'm sorry." Then Deku, he goes to his gate. The original gate he went in a cannon. I don't know which one it is, so I'm just gonna say he went to gate B. So he sees a girl nervous. He says, not my problem. She fails, she fails. So as soon as the gate's open, he rushes. He goes in the front and throws a single punch at 50%, destroying every last building in the testing city. And he looks at President Mike and President Mike. I'm gonna call him. No, I got a President Mike. Sounds gender neutral. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep calling her President Mike. He says, "I passed, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then Nez was like, "Well, Izuku Midoriya, please come up to the overseeing site of the teacher." So Deku goes there, and Nezu asks, "How do you have a quirk? Where did you get this power from?" He says, "I have 5 quirks." He says, "I'll tell you them right now. I have one quirk called Limitless. Limitless allows me to do anything limitlessly as long as I want to do it. I have a second quirk called Limitler, so I can limit my power only to 50. Actually, I said he used 50%, but he actually only used 1%. So he used 1% on the testing site and destroyed it. He said that punch I threw was only 1% of my power. That's what I was using Limiter for. If I used 50%, I could have killed everybody there from the shockwave of air. My third quirk is Shadow Monarch. I have an infinite army of soldiers. around 500 trillion. And for my fourth quirk, I have control over every last element ever. I can even create new ones. For my fifth quirk, I have unlimited quirks. I am the god of this universe. I am the lord of this world. I can create, destroy, and do anything. And he shows them a map of the universe. He says, I can see everything. I know everything about everyone and their backstories, their saddest moments. Anything you wish to know, I know it. Even your dirtiest kinks. I'm talking to you, Midnight. So, Deku, you know, also tell me if you like these photos I got up here. I got like at least 1 to 15 in here. So, Deku, he already know he's in class 1A. He gets his suit. He goes and tells his mom, "Hey mom, did you know I have quirks?" She's like surprised, like, "Yeah, you exhibited a very strange behavior as a kid. You used one of your quirks. I think you used the element quirk. You used something a little bit of fire. You were just playing in it, and it was playing with you. Like there's a small fire started in the house, and you just stopped it completely. Just vanished. Want to go to the doctor and see what my quirks are? I already know what they are, but do you want to go see what they are?" So also, Deku tells his mom he got in the 1A of UA, and he got the highest points ever. He got a score of 500,000 points. I mean, like, that is acceptable because 1% of your power can destroy the whole city like it was nothing. You better get at least in the thousands. So, also, he getting that because plot. So, Deku Deku and his mom go to the quirk doctor. The quirk doctor's like, all right. She sees his quirks. He says, I already know I have quirks. I just want you to tell the whole world. So, the pro heroes come to his house, all that, to meet him. Except for the ones that were watching him. They still come to his house anyway. And Endeavor tried forcing him to marry her daughter because he has quirks. He's like, go away before I erase you from existence. You don't think I can do it? I have literally 5 of the strongest quirks in the world. Test me. We can do this all night and all day. And you still wouldn't win. I'd even give you a power boost. That's what he said to her. She immediately backed away. No cap, just backed away. Like, He's basically the god of the universe in all multiverses. Gigaverses, megaverses, omniverses, all that. Just control. He sees everything. He also has scouters that tell him information about the universe. You know the Batman who laughs? There's the Deku who laughs. But I'm getting off topic. So all the pro heroes check him. He says, I'm not gonna become a villain. I'm enrolled in UA. So we skip to the first day of UA. Now Deku is more on guard. So he he fixed that crack so nobody trips over it. So Deku goes in class 1A and Ida and Bakugo are arguing. It's like, go away, shitty here. Did your school put that sticker on your ass or was already put there? And Ida's like, that's extremely rude. You shouldn't speak to classmates like that. And Deku's like, I don't give a fuck. And Deku's just looking at him like, same old Bakugo. He said, hey Bakugo, how's that jaw doing? And she immediately shut up. Now Ida went to introduce herself. He like, I am Tenya. I am Tenya. No. I am Tenya No, I need to change his last name a little bit, make it a little more female. Mm, Tenia, Tenia, no, no, just call it Tenia Eater for right now. I'm not gonna change their names. Shuttle Brokey. Imagine calling your female character Total Brokey. I'm sorry, get off track for right now. So Deku on their first day says, "Hey, teach, get up." And everybody's like, "There's no teacher here." And then the teacher comes like, "Shut up, brats! Sit down and shut up." He's like, "I'm your homeroom teacher, Shota Aizawa. Now put on these PE outfits, and you'll introduce yourselves outside." See, I changed it so Uraka wouldn't be like, "This is my class, this is my rules" type thing. Try to keep it respectful. So Deku went in his own little dimension and changed his clothes so nobody would see him naked, especially Mineta. Although Deku will have a harem this episode. So Deku, he changes, he goes out there in the field, and everybody introduces themselves except Deku. He goes to the front and says, "My name is Izuku Deku Midoriya. And my 5 quirks are Limitless, Limiter, Shadow Monarch, Complete Elemental Control, and Unlimited Quirks / Unlimited God of the Universe." They're all surprised, like, "He's the God of the universe? Also, I know everything about you. Everything. You think I don't know it? Ask me." And then Bakugo goes up to him and asks, "Alright, what's my deepest, darkest secret? You searched up all my porn once." She goes bright red. And Deku's like, "What? I told you I knew everything." And she just go back to line, heavily blushing. She's like, Stupid, stupid, shitty Deku, exposing my secrets." So Deku, everybody else goes before Deku. Let me explain their scores. So we first start with Bakugo. Since she trained harder, faster, and better by increasing her physical abilities and testing out her quirk every time she trained every day, she thrown over 2,000 feet. Ida got 200. Actually, no. If Ida ran around in a circle and threw the ball, I think it'd at least go 300 meters to 500. So let's say she got around to 300 to 500 meters. Now, Sarah, I think about 99 feet. Nah, yeah, that's just it. I'm not gonna do the rest. Let's start with Deku. He asked Aizawa, what percentage between 1 and 50? Now it says go 50. Alright, so he said he gives everybody a specially made shield that can handle up to 100% of his power. So when he's 50, he won't destroy the buildings behind him. So they activate and they forms a giant dome around him. And whatever the ball's gonna land, so it won't break any land. So Deku throws the ball with 50% of his power. And it doesn't, it goes out of orbit. It's still intact because it's protected by his God energy of his throw. So it got infinity plus 500. And let me explain why it's infinity plus 500. Because it left their universe and went over 500 universes, and then it came back and landed in front of Deku. So that's how you get infinity 500. Now, if 50% of his power can make it go over 500, and this was him laxing a little bit. He wasn't even tense, but he just half juggled it in 50% power. Like, you know how you would lazily throw a ball, like, without no oomph? That's what he did, and it went over 500 universes. No cap. I wouldn't want to get hit by it. I wouldn't want to play dodgeball with him at all. But back to the story. So Deku, he he's he's getting fawned over by many girls. So he hires a woman for him. He makes himself an assistant. Tells her, "I need you to make an infinite checkerboard where I can put my harem names on there." So he has a desk in front of his door where he can sit down and sign people up for his harem and all that. The desk is inside his room, so they come in, they tell him his qualities and stuff. So all of Class 1A is his girls in Class 1B. Now, Class 1B is put in Class 1A because they got some really good quirks. So, Class 1C is the new Class 1B. Also, Vlad comes in and helps teach Aizawa's classes. It's Class 1A and B. Also, Class 1C get in that too. No, Class 1C is just some normies. So, it's just Class 1B. Well, it's only a select few members of Class 1B. Like the Mushroom. Nah, not the Mushroom Girl. Monoma, Kendo. Just those two, till I can remember the other guys' names. But that's it for this what if. Let me just show you the rest of the photos real quick. They're real good. If you wanna know where I got these from, I just searched up Deku photos. Yeah. Don't know where that one came from. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had that one. Oh. Yeah.